Welcome to today's session. In today's session, I'm going to discuss about the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971. This act is also known as MTP Act 1971. Abortion of a pregnant woman without having any medical condition or any socio-economic or legal ground is considered as crime. Statistical summary to bring MTP Act 1971. About 7 million abortions were conducted each year in India. Close to 50% of abortions practiced in India were illegal. Rate of maternal mortality due to unsafe abortion was 8%. Reasons for abortion: unwanted sex, sexual violence, unwanted pregnancy, desire for son, sex discrimination, etc. In India, a large number of families are searching for son, and that is one of the cause. Then rape, sexual harassment are also cause related to abortion. Reasons for MTP Act 1971. The provisions regarding the termination of pregnancy in the Indian Penal Code, which were enacted during British rule. Abortion was made a crime, which the mother as well as abortionist could be punished except where it had to be induced in order to save the life of a mother. By concerning the mother's health, strength, and life, few provisions should be laid down for abortion, that is, health grounds. When there is a life risk or physical or mental health of the woman, humanitarian ground. When pregnancy arises from a sexual crime like rape or intercourse with a lunatic woman, etc., eugenic grounds, where there is a substantial risk that the child, if born, should suffer from deformities and diseases. Keeping these note and conditions, the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971, Act of 34 of 1971, came into force to regulate certain illegal abortions performed by the physicians and hospitals where certain legal provisions and penalties. Content of MTP Act 1971. There are total 8 sections. Section 1 deals with short title, extent and commencement. Section 2 deals with definitions. Section 3 deals with when pregnancies may be terminated by registered medical practitioners. Section 4, place where pregnancy may be terminated. Section 5, sections 3 and 4, when not to apply. Section 6 deals with power to make rules. Section 7 deals with power to make regulations. And Section 8, protection of action taken in good faith. Section 1 of the MTP Act. Section 1 deals with short title, extent and commencement, which stated that this act may be called the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971. It extends to the whole of India except the state of Jammu and Kashmir. It shall come into force on such date as the central government may, by notification in the official gazette, appoint. Section 2 deals with definition, and here they mention about 4 code definitions, that is guardian, lunatic, minor and registered medical practitioner. Here guardian means a person having the care of the person of a minor or a lunatic. Lunatic has the meaning assigned to it in Section 3 of the Indian Lunacy Act 1912, which stated lunatic means an idiot or a person of unsound mind. Minor means a person who, under the provisions of the Indian Majority Act 1875, who stated minor means a person under the age of 18 years. Registered medical practitioner means a medical practitioner who possesses any recognized medical qualification as defined in Clause H of Section 2 of the Indian Medical Council Act 1956. Act number 102 of 1956, whose name has been entered in a state medical register and who has such experience or training in gynecology and obstetrics as may be prescribed by rules made under this Act. Section 3 of the Act deals with when pregnancies may be terminated by registered medical practitioners. In case a registered medical practitioner shall not be guilty of any offence under the Indian Penal Code or any other law if any pregnancy is terminated by him or her. A pregnancy may be terminated by a registered medical practitioner in case where the length of the pregnancy does not exceed 12 weeks or where the length of the pregnancy exceeds 12 weeks but does not exceed 20 weeks with the involvement of two registered medical practitioners. Opinion formed in good faith. If pregnancy reflects any life risk or physical injury or mental health, where there is a substantial risk that the child, if born, would suffer from any abnormalities. No pregnancy of a woman who has not attained 18 years or who has attained 18 years but lunatic shall be terminated by following the written consent of her guardian. Apart from that, all pregnancy shall be terminated with the consent of pregnant mother or pregnant woman. Section 4 deals with place where pregnancy may be terminated. It stated that a hospital established or maintained by government can terminate the case, or a place for the time being approved for the purpose of this act by government. You please note it down that apart from the above cited place, no other places are permitted for termination of pregnancy under this act. Section 5 stated the Section 3 and 4 when not to apply. The provisions of Section 4 and Section 3 in relation to the length of pregnancy and the opinion of not less than 2 registered medical practitioners shall not apply to the termination of a pregnancy by the registered medical practitioner in case where he is of opinion formed in good faith that the termination of such pregnancy is immediately necessary to save the life of the pregnant woman. Section 6 deals with power to make rules. The central government may, by notification in the official gazette, make rules to carry out the provisions of this act with the agreement of both the houses, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha of the Parliament. In particular, and without prejudice to the generality of the foregoing power, such rules may provide for all and any of the following matters, namely the experience or training or both which a registered medical practitioner shall have if he intends to terminate any pregnancy under this act, and such other matters as are required to be or may be provided by rules made under this act. Section 7 deals with power to make regulations. The state government may, by regulation, require any such opinion as is referred in Section 3 to be certified by a registered medical practitioner or practitioners concerned in such form. Require any registered medical practitioner who terminates a pregnancy to give intimation of such termination and such other information relating to the termination as may be specified in such regulations. The required information need to be furnished to the CMO, Chief Medical Officer of the state. Any person who fails to comply with the requirements of any regulations shall be liable to be punished with fine which may extend to 1000 rupees. Section 8 deals with the protection of action taken in good faith. No legal suit is permissible against any registered medical practitioner if he is involved with any damage which is caused for good faith under this act. This means nobody can go to court and file a case to a medical practitioner who tried his best based on his good faith to save the life, but any damage occurred after that. No other person can go to court and to go for any suit. So that's all for Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, which is having total 8 section, and this act deals with medical pregnancy and how to give justice to women and how to stop the burden of abortion, and that's why they prepared this act. This act further amended several times, and this is the first act that I have presented in front of you. So I hope you understood the whole concept of this act, and please go through this act, and that's all from my side. Thank you. Have a nice day.